Hey y'all, greetings. It's me. I'm back once again with another video, Generational Curse Breaking, Part 6. And, I know on the previous videos, it's been a lot of critiques of the people who, played a part in, I guess trying to make me to be the black sheep, um, so-called family. And this time, instead of pointing the fingers and just talking about the wrongdoings that were done to me, I just want to talk about what my mom meant to me and, why me sharing this journey is so important and, the significance of my mom's presence. First of all, my mom's name was Darlene Hall. She was married to my dad, Frank Hall, and everybody called her B, like BEA, you know what I'm saying? And I used to always ask my mom, I used to be like, Mama, what does B stand for? You know what I'm saying? She was like, I don't know, I guess black. But for me, you know what I'm saying, what B meant to me is, and what I seen is, you know what I'm saying, my mom was always busy. Like she was just always, each day was a new day. She's a Pisces, so she had a very outgoing type of nature. Something I really admire because I'm a little outgoing, you know what I'm saying, but I'm nowhere near as outgoing as, my mom was. So for me, it was like a busy bee. Like she was always busy, Huh? And yeah, I would say a good example of that is Anshe. Like when I think of my mom and her outgoing characteristics, I think about my brother, like how free of a spirit they are and how easy it is for them to connect and meet people and just how easy it was for them to try new things and stuff like that. So the busy part of my mom and her personality, a demonstration of that would be my brother Anshe. However, my mom had, she had integrity. And what I mean by that is, I don't know, she just like everybody that she was around and stuff, like they always seemed to like look at her like she was kind of like the life of the party. She just had a real positive, free spirit about her that everybody seemed to want to be around. So, she also had a real good sense of humor. She was very funny. She always made people laugh. She was, in my eyes, she was a beautiful woman. She was gorgeous. I'm talking about her outside appearance and her inside. She just was a beautiful soul. And, this is pre-drugs and after the drugs for me. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I seen the shift in her life where she started doing drugs, I could still see the goodness in her, because one thing about my mom is she never lied to me. She always told me the truth. And I respected that. Now, I can't say she told me everything, you know what I'm saying? But for what I could, for being a child and her talking to me as a mother, you know what I'm saying, she always kept it real with me about situations and circumstances.
To me, your mother was very honorable. And for me, because the only way I can say that is because I can only look back and reflect. Like I like to rewind the tape back And from the stories that my wife told me, and just the feelings that I have for my wife, I feel my wife. Uh, but the reality of the situation is like I feel like that the woman said no, and when she said no, she stood on that 100%.
Yeah, my mom, you know what I'm saying, she definitely had morals.
Yeah, she said no to something.
She had morals, like
she said no to something, and
like
whatever she said no to cost her the ability to raise her children peacefully. That's just the flat out truth. You know, the lupus thing, it could be up in the air. Could have been something she had hereditarily, because they do say it running your family. It also could be something else. So my thing is like, if you would allow this young lady, who was the life of the party, see, the only reason why you can become the life of the party is because people trust you. See, people trust me. I'm a Pisces. People trust me.
Hey, Aunt Linda. Greetings.
Miss Darlene was
Thank
trustworthy.
You. And I appreciate that.
She was so
that
trustworthy.
Video you sent me.
Absolutely. And she was so trustworthy that despite what she was presented with, and she said no to, she never told you about it, ever. She never talked down on, disrespected in any kind of way.
Nah, she never talked down on my dad. She never talked bad about him, ever.
And y'all allowed her to have to live the way she had to live, and she chose to go on and do it that route because the only other alternative was to say yes. See, we have the right to say no as human beings.
See, my mom left my dad on the military base. She left him and came back to Tallahassee. And for a brief period of time, from my understanding, we went to New York before she got us back, after she left my dad on the military base.
Now, for some reason, your mother made sure that you was born in Tallahassee.
Well,
see, if I say was born in
let me rewind a little bit. Yeah. So, my brother was born in North Carolina, Earnshaw. And from my understanding, that was like off the military base. But for some reason, my mom thought it was important to go back to Tallahassee to give birth to me. So I was born in Tallahassee. And then also, from my understanding, after she had me, she went back to the military base where my dad was. So yeah. But I never really fully understand that part of the story, why she felt like it was so critical to have me in Tallahassee. So that part right there is just like, I really don't understand that part. And the only person I know that could really answer that is my dad, but, he really haven't given me an answer to that. At one time he said I wasn't his daughter, so, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that has anything to do with that. I would like to know, because that's a strong statement to make to somebody. But anyhow, back to my mom. She wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying? But she definitely was a woman of God. Like, I can say that wholeheartedly, because I experienced 8 long years with her. And day in and day out. She was young when she married my mom, when she married my dad. She was a number like, 16? And he was courting her before they got married. Matter of fact, my dad told me one time he rode his bike from Havana to Tallahassee to see my mom. So, from what I'm being told is that they was in love. It was like a love story. But on the other side, my grandma was telling my mom not to mess with my dad.
That's because she knew you was messing with her brother.
She told him,
trying to get in good with the family. So was you trying to date Miss Darlene, or was you trying to get in good with the family?
For some reason, my grandma did not approve of my mama seeing him. So much so that my mom ran away with my dad to my Aunt Edna's house. And, she ran off with him because my grandma did not approve of the relationship. But anyways, I guess my dad went to the military and took my mom with him. Got pregnant with Aunt Shay. I think they got married while she was pregnant with Aunt Shay. And then Aunt Shay was born in North Carolina. What's that?
That's he's supposed to have played out.
Oh, yeah.
Your mama's not saying.
So my dad, because this is the only side of the story that I can really get, is my dad's side, because my mom never really, I can't remember. She never really spoke on it.
And that tells you everything about her integrity. She knew she made a mistake, and like my mom said before she passed away, you make your bed, you lay in it.
So my dad told me that my mom played out on him.
And that's why she made sure that the baby was born in Tallahassee, just in case, or whatever the circumstances was. And why do you think she played out on him? You know your mama better than anybody else. Why do you think your mom would play out on him if that's the truth? Why do you think she would do that?
My mom was the type of person that you would have to do something to her first. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know people that's like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it real. Any man that would ride a bike from 30 miles away to court a woman would tell her anything. I mean, that would be like his best friend, his intimate partner, his close confidant. Ain't no way I'd ride a bike 30 miles and not be real close with the female. Oh, unless I was trying to get in good with her family. And her mama seen that, smelt the bitch in you, and told your mama don't fuck with you. But your mama was rebellious, she's hard-headed, you know what I'm saying? She was her, busy bee. She wanted to do her own thing, or whatever dream you sold her on. You feel me? She stood on it. When you fell apart, did whatever you did, or she found out she was touched on the booty, or whatever, you didn't tell her the whole truth because you had plenty of time to do that. You was too busy courting Terry yourself, you feel me? And then, the people, my peoples down here, that's part of my peoples. That's how retarded you are.
So my dad was friends with my mom's brother.
Yeah.
And
who also was friends with Alonzo Johnson. So we ain't gonna get sidetracked. We're gonna stay on track and see, this is about Miss Darlene. We're talking about Miss Darlene's character. And as a real son, because I married Samira, so I'm technically her son. As a real son, I honor my mother. My mother stood 10 toes despite y'all betrayal, witchcraft, sorcery, everything y'all did to her, poison, all y'all did, everything y'all did to her. She stood on her 10 toes. It don't matter what she was doing. It ain't what she did, it's what she didn't do. And that's telling you, even to your own daughter. You see what I'm saying? That's dignity. That's integrity. And she gonna be respected from the grave, because I had to go clean her grave off. I had to mow the grass off the top of her grave. I had to clean her grave. Me and Amira, we got bit by red ants. We didn't run. We stayed right there in the pit and cleaned that grave off. And see, part of her revelation is revealing that cutting that grave is also telling her story. Now, I couldn't come out and say it no faster than this because my wife's mental stability and integrity, all that's on the line. And instead of y'all helping me with this, telling the truth, and maybe God could have worked it out, y'all chose this. So Miss Darlene's gonna be respected.
But yeah, my mom, she was very talented. She was gifted. She was a majorette.
Yeah, she didn't need you. She didn't need you.
Like
she didn't need you to come singing to her about how you loved her. And you must have sang the really good song because you got her away from, she was talented and gifted in her own hometown. She was straight. She had an uncle who was doing it. She didn't need you. She had people who could took care of her. You sung her up out of there, Frank. You sung her up out. I wonder what song you sung. You sung her away from her family, took her away from her protection. And when she ran, she didn't even tell on you. That just kept torturing her and torturing her and torturing her. And right before she knew that was really coming, that's when she went to go tell. I would have told Wayfo then, I'd have killed you. But see, she loved you for real. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? So you're gonna quit playing with my daughter's feelings, and you definitely gonna put respect on Miss Darlene's name. Because the only good thing you ever did was create her and Anshe. Everything else you did for the devil. You know Miss Darlene loves you. You felt that.
And he knows she was a good person. That's why he married her. My mom was very athletic, very talented, gifted, could dance. You know what I'm saying? But she was very, she could have been a gymnast, for real. And Anshe, like I said, he's a demonstration of that. He's very good at...
She used to dance with him. Tell them about the time she used to dance with him. And they used to make you dance because you was sure about yourself. So they try to build your confidence.
Yeah, they built my confidence. My mom and my brother. That's who made me to be the person I am today. Like, I was very reserved. I was quiet. I didn't talk much. I was really, really shy. You know what I'm saying? People now, they probably wouldn't be able to believe it. You feel me? But back then, like, people that know me.
Tell us about the time that one of the incidents. Tell us about one of the occurrences where you and your mama Anshe was dancing.
Yeah.
Tell us about the whole thing. Tell us. I want to know.
Like, there'd be times where they'd be playing music and stuff, and my mom and my brother, they'd be dancing, and Anshe had a real natural gift of dancing, and she did too. So they would be dancing all the time, but I would be like just sitting back watching them, just watching the show. You know what I'm saying? Because they were so good. Like, I was just entertained, and that was enough for me. I mean, I think part of me wanted to learn how to dance. I just didn't know how to come out of my shell. But they would like come and get me, get me off the floor, get me off the couch, and kind of make me dance or whatever. And they did that more and more and more, and to where I became really good at it. So I think it was.
Stick to one day. Stick to one day, love, and tell us about what happened. What was she doing? What was he doing? Then how they get you off the couch? See what I'm saying? Tell us about. I want.
But they did it over and over and over and over and over again.
Tell us about the day they got you off the couch.
The first day that they got me off the couch, I think they was both shocked, and I was shocked too. I think everybody was shocked because it was in me. You know, I never really just tried. So when I started dancing, Anshe was like, "You stiff." You know what I'm saying? If you can loosen up a little bit, you'll be a whole lot better. But you real stiff. But you can do it. You know what I'm saying? So my mama, like I said, she's a Pisces, so her brain started working and turning. So next thing you know, we getting ready for talent shows and stuff like that. And anybody that's from Florida, you know what I'm saying, everybody can dance. Everybody can play sports. Everybody's athletic. Florida is a really competitive place, especially as, coming up being a child. So in order to get any type of recognition for any type of activity or sports, you have to be good. That's the only way, because that's how much good talent it is out there. So next thing you know what I'm saying, my mama done signed us up for a talent show. And it was on Day Street. And we called it the Navy. And they would have jam night. And so jam night is where, everybody come out, and the best of the best is in the talent shows. So the first time we performed, to Rod Bass, It Takes Two, me and Anshe. And we ended up getting up there. I was so nervous. Like, I have never been so nervous in my life. Like, I was just scared because it was packed. It was jam-packed. And, my mom was there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to let her down. My family, my cousins was there. I didn't want to let them down. But most importantly, I didn't want to let my brother down. You feel me? Because that was his thing. Like, he was ready. he was trying to go. So that was the person, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't want to let down the most, because we was up there together. But anyways, we get up there and we doing our thing. Everybody's cheering for us. Everybody's going off, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really, really doing our thing. You feel me? My mom was there. She was happy. And we get to the end, and y'all know when it say 1, 2, 3, get loose now. And so me and my brother, like, you know, back then everybody like see who can shake the longest or whatever. I don't know if that was a Florida thing or what, but it take a lot. It takes everything out of you to like shake for a real long time. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the dancers, the real dancers out there. And that little breakdown right there, that's a long little breakdown, you feel me? But Anshe was ready. And we started doing it. Everybody, you know, everybody was waiting on that part. Everybody was going off. And in the middle of the breakdown, I ended up running off stage. I was like, first of all, I never told my brother this, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of gave up a little bit at the end. I told him I had to pee, which I did, you know what I'm saying? But I could have held it. But I just, like, I gave up on my confidence a little bit at the end. I couldn't believe I was up there. It was like a lot of adrenaline. It was a lot of cheering. And I just ran off stage. And because I ran off stage, we ended up getting second place.
Deep, but that was, you was young when you did that.
I was young. I was like, probably like 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying?
And subconsciously, what was you was living through at that time. See, think about that. You just said 3 or 4 at the same time. What happened to you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that would make somebody understand that at that moment you was a gear win. And
yeah, we had it in the bag.
And it's like, for all intents and purposes, you was young, but you sabotaged yourself. You see what I'm saying? So you was experienced. You already felt like the underlying feeling, because I felt that way. It was done to me too. I always get to a pinnacle, and then when it was time for me to actually cross the finish line, I just sabotaged myself. You see what I'm saying? So I allowed myself that mental way of dealing with life. So as I got older, people peeped that. Important people that would play love, my love for them, and they would use that to their advantage. You see what I'm saying? But the only reason why I'm saying this is because children are delicate. You know what I'm saying? So we're not talking about this to gain any advantage to the public at all, because for real, we already done did what we supposed to be doing, and we still do it every day. We held ourselves accountable. We made sure all our children are getting therapy, you know what I'm saying? And therefore, they can make a decision from this point on out, not one based on my dysfunction or my dad's dysfunction or his dad's dysfunction. And we call it generational curses. That's what it is. So if she had completed the whole entire dance and she done practice and practice and practice and practice and practice, that meant she could do it. That meant when she went to school to be a nurse, she could do it. She was right there. That meant a lot. See, that's the importance of getting her therapy. See,
and the thing about it is,
nobody's blaming you. Nobody's pointing the finger. But that was critical for her to get therapy. That's what I'm saying. It's not a game. It's not what white people do. It ain't what we don't do as a people. It's necessary. It's necessary. If y'all got her therapy, she might have been able to tell y'all don't sell y'all soul to the devil. Instead, she just was going along being a family member, because that's all she had. Y'all were the grown-ups. See, she was more mature than y'all at that point, because she was brave enough to say something that most people don't, even 60 and 7-year-olds gonna take to their grave with them. That's why Miss Darlene is important in this story. It's not because what y'all did to her, because she already knew that was coming. I respect her for she lived out the rest of her life under the circumstances that she was under, and she never lost her children. Never. That's incredible, man. Everybody's ostracized her. She's out there, pretty much out there. And she never made a mistake bad enough to cost her the custody of her children, because I know y'all was hunting. That's a miracle all in within itself. That speaks volumes.
So yeah, we didn't win first place that day. You know what I'm saying? But after that, you know, it was.
It was up. So
Yeah.
all your successes after that. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So me and my brother, we started dancing. Like, Ashay's been dancing for as long as I can remember, and I probably started dancing like at 2 or 3, probably 3. But after that, we kept dancing, and my grandma, like, she was really one of our #1 fans and supporters as well too, because she would make us practice. Like, my mom got us started, but my grandma would make us practice. Like, it wasn't even a question on whether or not we was gonna perform at the family reunions. She would already sign us up and tell us later. Every family reunion, we danced, we killed it. Everybody, I mean, it was to the point where, they was all the family was looking forward to that. That was like the #1 entertainment. And my grandma made sure we was ready for it. We didn't have no choice but to practice. Kept dancing. Started dancing for Palmer Monroe as a summer camp in Tallahassee. We was on their dance team. And by this time, Shaquita and Dad had got us. And you know what I'm saying?
Did they allow you to keep dancing?
They allowed us to dance, and for Palmer Monroe, you know what I'm saying, we was practicing and stuff. They never really came to like any of the practices or the shows that we had at Palmer Monroe. So they really didn't know, like, what we was doing, like what kind of, they really didn't know, like.
Well, you keep giving them outs. Well, my whole point is that.
But anyways, we would go to the mall.
Well, hold up, if they wasn't gonna get you no therapy, shouldn't they supported you and Ashay dancing when they got to Lexington, or even in their custody when they was in Florida? Shouldn't they, like, okay, if you wasn't around your daughter and your son, and when you first get them, they're dancing, you're supposed to support that. You see what I'm saying? Like, for real, like as a father, just keep it simple. Shaquita, you definitely supposed to support it because you're a stepmama and you signed on for this. That's part of what you got to do. Don't get mad and hit people after you sign the devil's contract.
Yeah, because she always say, y'all came with us. I'm like,
no,
you came and got us.
You came and got them. And look, more importantly, you came and got them. And when you came and got them, you didn't support what their passion was. You didn't know nothing else. You couldn't have known nothing else about them. They've been dancing all the way up to you. And it's funny, she get to Lexington and she ain't dancing at all. Come on, man. Was that a good move for her? Or should you have left her with her grandmother?
That's what Shanti don't understand. I was babysitting. You feel me? Like, I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to dance. I wanted to, be a teenager.
Maybe live.
But Ashay was able to do, you know what I'm saying? He was able to hang out and go to parties and
why is that?
Do what he wanted to do.
Hold on, now we know how y'all are. We see, anybody in the closet no more. We know how y'all are. Y'all like to live y'all life. But she couldn't go live hers. I had to keep her real close. And I'm telling you, the play is too easy to see, man. For me, because I ain't blinded by y'all don't want nothing from me. So I ain't blinded by you. And if I didn't know your daughter, y'all would never have me in y'all life. That's the truth. Other than the money y'all got from me where I sent my children to y'all daycare. And trust and believe. I bet not find out nothing happened while my children were there, because I'm going to say this to myself, hey, it happened to man too. Absolutely. Yeah. That part. See, I got a whole bunch of the rocks. I got, boy, you have no idea. No idea. So I'm saying, like, for real, just on some real stuff, man. It just ain't cool how you gonna play this. See, if I was you, I'd be a real man. I just gonna take my lumps. I just really go on, lay it down. You know, you had a nice run, you had fun. How selfish can you be, knowing what you've done? All you gotta do is go lay down. Nobody else got to get harmed. The people you mess with, they can make new devil friends. You dig? But you gonna hold the rock all the way to the bottom of the ocean. and bring everybody else down with you. No, millstone. Because God said if you touch one hair on a child's head, that's about like you holding a millstone and jumping off the boat, oh no, my fault, the canoe, into a deep body of water. Or you can cut it free, cut everybody else free, and then see what God do with you. That's what a real man would do. That's Darlene talking to you. That ain't even me talking to you, because I ain't got nothing else to say. You keep thinking you'll have a good time on my dime. You done told yourself a whole lie, boy. A whole lie.
Yeah, man. To me, and in my mama's eyes, you know what I'm saying, I was a princess. And that's how she treated me. So, I mean, she would have, you know, tea parties for me. You know, she bought me an Easy Baker. We would bake cookies together. She read to me, sung to me. You know, she treated me like a princess, man. She treated me like a mother's supposed to treat a daughter, despite what she was going through.
Yeah, because we hold ourselves accountable. There was other routines, a route she could have took. You know, her mom could have did something different. Just like we've been holding ourselves accountable throughout all this conversation. You know what I'm saying? We've made bad decisions in our lives. Ain't nobody perfect.
But my mom said that the pain from the lupus was so bad that the only thing that she could really get to ease the pain was to do drugs. And, you know, I believed her, man. Like, my mama never, she might not have told me everything, but she never lied to me. So, I didn't have a choice but to believe her. And, when she passed away, I'm not gonna lie, like, part of me was relieved because I got tired of seeing my mama suffer, everything that she was going through. You know, my mom, she would tell us, like, you know, I'm gonna get back with your dad, you know, he's gonna come back for us, we're gonna get back together and stuff. That's what she was saying. That's what she told me. So I can only think that that's what my dad was telling her. Because why would she even have that in her mind?
We know your spell works on her. You talked to her out of her whole life. You talked to her out of her whole life, bro. She had her whole life ahead of her. You talked her right out of it. You sure did. But if you told her the truth about yourself,
do I think
stood beside you.
Do I think that my mom would have been successful even without my dad? Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. You talked her out of her life. Whatever you told her, you didn't tell her the whole truth. Because if you'd have just told her everything about you, she would have accepted you for who you was. See, that's what she didn't know you had. If you'd have told her the shit you went through, she'd have accepted you for that. That's what she wanted. That's what she wanted you to know. But she also wants you to know she knows you ain't had no righteous intention to begin with. And she honored you all the way to her grave by not really busting your head. Because she wanted her children to live out their lives without your messy ass, you know what I'm saying? And instead of you leaving them alone, you come and get them and take them with you. Hiding behind children again. You know the nigga that pedophile molested, tortured your children, your daughter, your son. Bro, he threw them into a swimming pool. At 3 and 4 years old, boy. He threw them in the water, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he tortured your children. And you must have been scared of him. So instead of you take care of him, you bring the children with you. Like, I'll use them against you if you try to. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Oh my God, I don't even say bro. I feel some of my children talking. Y'all shut up. Y'all ain't got nothing to do with this. Stay out of it. When it's y'all time to hold me accountable, I'll be ready. I ain't got no problem with that. But I ain't never touched none of y'all. If anything, I went to prison damn near for each one of y'all trying to get y'all away from, you know, situations that I put you in. You feel me? I try to get help for my children when I know things happen to them. And it's a man out there, he's in prison right now. He know he touched one of my children, but he's gonna definitely pay for it. Oh, he's already paying for it. He's already getting touched back. Like y'all gonna get touched back when y'all touch down. Payback's a motherfucker, and I'm the wrong person to mess with. And my children went to your daycare, Tamia and Tamari. And Janet Stevenson, you was over there while they was there. If anything happened to my children, I'm gonna hold all y'all accountable. Just know that. Only reason why they went there is because you was there. That's the only reason why my children went to that daycare, because you was there. So you was responsible for watching them. If anything happened to my children while they was at that daycare, I'm holding everybody responsible. I'll show all you parents who scared of people and all you parents who are tied into the devil, I'll show y'all how to take and protect your children by not trying to protect yourself, your image, and your reputation. That don't mean nothing to God. Don't let me find out, boy.
But yeah, man, my mom, she's a hell of a woman. For real. You know, that's why, you know, I kind of felt some type of way because I would allow how other people felt. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, Dad really never really talked about Mommy. So, it's like when she died, like, being that I wasn't around them like that.
Listen, when we got married, didn't nobody have no pictures of your mama for real. No memories of your mama up and out and they around and they wasn't except for Aunt Bit. And she gave you a few pictures. You feel me? But they buried your mom. Your mama's grave was covered over. You're not gonna play. Y'all live right there in the county where she was buried at. There's no excuse for her grave to look like that. See, that told me everything. See, I'm a scientist, man. I'm a psychologist. I'm a psychiatrist. I'm a sociologist. I'm a lot of things, man. But I'm a mastermind. That's for sure. And if I go to her grave with her mama and it's covered over and with red ants down there, I know y'all put some spells. I know y'all did some work on Miss Darlene. I know y'all did. I know y'all did. And then for real, she had to have like some kind of shameful thing. Getting high ain't no shameful thing. Half of Florida was getting high. I used to come down here as a teenager. I know, especially in the projects, most of y'all was getting high. That's not nothing. You don't cut the grave clear so you can see the name. That's not a reason to not honor the woman, because that's combat. We at war. That's combat. What it is on that nigga shit. Can't nobody be no rat. Can't nobody talk and snitch. Can't nobody tell the truth. See, we all responsible for that. I've been responsible for that. Thank God I'm half white. Real talk. Real talk. So some cowardice ass shit. If you know something happened to your children and you ain't said nothing, male or female, I'm gonna call it what it is. I'll call myself out, but trust me, I take care of mans. Oh yeah, I get mans, and I get my mans or woman. So if anybody in Lexington or anybody around ever touch my children, just rest believe, go on, take yourself out. Because I'm not gonna kill myself. I love me. Trust and believe that. I've been through too much in my life not to love myself. And God showed me I love myself. I just had a wife and 2 new children. And my family wasn't agreeing with it either. But I didn't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? I got to do what's best for me. And what's best for me is Samira. And y'all didn't see that? Because if real, y'all was moving stupid and sloppy. Because you did your homework about me, boy. You already know I was a real man. You seen that from the very first day you ever laid eyes on me, boy. Wasn't gonna do no business with me. I ain't one of them niggas in Lexington you can just slide up under. And all you niggas in Lexington just slid up under him. Y'all fucking with little children too. Y'all doing all the shit he did. Because that nigga ain't even nowhere on my level. When that nigga fell off his motherfucking feet, it was a nigga underneath me that saved him. I'm gonna say it again. It was a nigga underneath me that saved you, hoe ass nigga. Or you tricked him out of his money. And the nigga that I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, right? So you need to come up with some information over this way too, ho, before I slide up underneath you. See, this is too intricate. I am Lexington, nigga. I could be walking, homeless, but if something's going on wrong in Lexington, it's my MO, it's on my jacket. Ain't nobody gonna pick no handicapped people around me. Ain't nobody gonna pick on nobody around me. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing dirty to nobody around me that's weaker than them. I don't roll like that, boy. It's my MO. No matter what I've done in my life, no matter who I've rolled with, I don't hurt women and children. And everybody knows that. So I'm a little bit smarter than what you think I am. I'm supposed to play broke. I'm supposed to play homeless. Man, I done put my children in danger just being who I am. So yeah, I'm supposed to look like I'm suffering from it. Stupid motherfucker. But my children ain't. See, the sins of the father fall on the children. And you seem like you cool with that after you did Miss Darlene the way you did her. So where's your love, boy? That's why I question if you're her daddy or not. Where is your love? Miss Darlene gave you the love she had. Samira gave you the love she had. Hell, even Amira.
Let me tell you the type of love my dad got for me.
Yeah, tell me about the car. Shit.
Right. Like shortly after I graduated from high school, or around the time I was graduating from high school, you know what I'm saying? Like, I needed a car. And so I'm like, shit, Dad, I need a car, you feel me? So what he did was he went out and bought me a hoopty, and he paid for it, but I couldn't drive it until I paid him back for it. So I was working probably for them at the time, probably at the daycare or something, paper shop, $7.25, $7.40 an hour. And I came up with the money and gave it to him so I can get my car. I got the car, you know what I'm saying? Nice little car though. Like, it was a hoopty, but it rolled. You feel me? Wasn't nothing wrong with it. It was in good shape to be a hoopty. So anyways, make a long story short, later on down the road, you know what I'm saying, I started having some issues with the car. So I tell Dad, I'm like, Dad, I'm starting to have some issues with the car. Like, you got somebody that can look at it? He's like, yeah, I'll take it to my mechanic. So he took it to his mechanic, you feel me? And I'm, waiting to see, what becomes of the situation, because I need to figure out, how much it's going to cost to get the car fixed, or if I need to get another one, what's going on. So finally he get back with me and say, the car is over with, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm like thinking the engine went out. You feel me? If the car is over with, obviously the engine went out.
See how slick he is?
So I'm like, okay, cool. So, I end up going to get me another car, whatever. So fast forward, you know what I'm saying? Probably about, I think I was going to the jail to go see Lil Frankie.
Ain't that something, Lil Frankie? She was going to visit you when you went to jail.
So I think so, and I seen the lady. I seen this lady,
yeah.
And she was like, "Hey, I'm such and such. You Frank's daughter?" And I'm like, "Yeah, everybody. A lot of people stop me talking about, you Frank's daughter, you Frank's daughter." So I'm just thinking she's like, "Oh, I'm one of his friends. I used to work for him or something, whatever." But she's like, "Nah." She's like, "Your dad gave me your old car." Now this is years later, probably like 10 years later.
The car's still running.
She said, your dad gave me your car. I'm like, which car? She told me the car that I'm telling y'all about. She said, yes. She said, that's a good car, man. It's still running. Matter of fact, I drove it here today.
Yeah, tell them the twist. What makes it a twist? What makes it a twist?
So,
yeah, twist it up.
I asked Dad about the situation. You feel me? And he tell me, I sold the car to her husband.
To her husband?
I'm thinking to him like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, where's my money? You feel me?
Hold on. That's how cutthroat you are, boy.
I asked him, I said, where's my money then?
Hold on.
Because I paid you for that car. That's my car.
And this is how cutthroat
He said, it wasn't that much. It wasn't, even worse. You know what I'm saying?
But look at how cutthroat you are. You was fucking with that woman.
But he was coming
You
to
was
find
fucking
out.
with that woman.
Because Lil Frankie told me he was messing with her because he was
fucking
standing there
with that woman.
and she was coming there.
And this is how cutthroat you are. Not only did you fuck with that man's wife, but you sold the car to him. And took the car from your daughter, and she earned it honorably. So that shows you how much you care about her. Now, funny, me and you didn't really start not seeing eye to eye, because I didn't give a fuck about you being a bitch. I'll be around bitches all the time. But I didn't really care about that. Me and you just didn't start seeing eye to eye till that day that your daughter called you. See, listen, let me tell you something. I was in Savannah, Georgia, about ready to marry a whole nother female. Bitch had a doctorate in psychology, but she was playing me. You feel me? Like, not playing out on me, but playing me like, bitch try to catch my nut and save it in the motherfucking freezer to have a child type shit. So I was with a crazy bitch. So I called my best friend and I told the truth because I put myself in that situation, man. You know, nigga don't want to admit when he's played a sucker. Feel me? But I called my best friend and told her. You know, I heard desperation in her voice come out, man. Why don't you just come down here and kick it with me? And I'm thinking, damn, Samira, all your friends you got, nobody came down there to kick with you. You know why? Because everybody heard in the streets that you had read it. That's why nobody came down here to stay with you, because who wouldn't come down here to live? Shit, this is beautiful. But anyway, all right, so when I get down here, her car breaks down. She's door dashing for a living. Because you told her come down here and you was going to put her on.
I was supposed to be working for my dad, but
yeah,
I'm
so
like,
you door dashing for a living.
You know what I'm saying?
Her and Amira down here door dashing. In South Florida with a rat label. You cold, boy. You cold. You cold. You cut her water off so she had to do whatever she had to do. Then you offer to take a mirror so she do what she want to do. No, if you're a mother and you don't have no children, you're going to get in trouble. That's common sense. Shaquita, you told her to have a child, but you wouldn't give her a directorship for a motherfucking daycare. When she earned all her accreditation and got y'all the stars, you should have gave her a daycare. It don't matter about her past relationship mistakes, because if you suggested her to have a baby to help her grow up, a fucking directorship for a daycare, that does the same thing. Dirty bitch.
And she married the devil.
Dirty
What's
bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna call you a bitch, and I'm gonna call you a bitch to your face. And I ain't scared of you. I know you lot lizard jumping in and out of cars up Douglas Park, bitch. I remember. I grew up with you. So what we ain't gonna do is play like you a motherfucking saint. How come you ain't never say nothing about Janet Stevenson? She stole money from you. How come you ain't never pressed charges? Why Janet get to walk back up in the daycare like she owned the motherfucker? Huh? And Janet, you old. Best believe that, because I know you took my mama's necklace out. She died. So, you know, I'm going to need that thumb drive immediately. Oh, yeah, back to the phone call. So, Samira's down there having a nervous breakdown. Mind you, she has brain trauma. Yeah, it ain't no excuse, because I don't let her get away with nothing. I'm like Ike Turner, that's what she called me. I don't let her get away with nothing. Fuck that. She can be cry, victim, all that shit. I'm a real nigga. I see through all that. I just love her enough to be there for her. So when my friend,
major pain.
So when my friend says to me, I'm in trouble, and I really ain't got no way to help her but do the dumb shit that I know how to do, because if I get a job, they don't get that car fixed then, that day. So what I thought to do was, hey, my man, I'm gonna call your daddy, because see, truth be told, while I was in Savannah, I had already made plans for my escape. I was gonna come back to Lexington and work for Mr. Hall. Fuck it, I was gonna be a janitor. I ain't give a fuck. Whatever I needed to be back close to my children. If this shit wasn't gonna work out, I was gonna be back with my children. So I called the nigga. Samira said, call him my daddy, see if he'll let you work. I called him, he said, yeah, when you get to Lexington, call me. Well, before that happened, she called me. So I went down there, and before I told the nigga on the phone, I said, I'm going to go to Florida. I said, listen, when I get back to Lexington, I'll call you, but I'm not coming when I said I was. I'm going to Florida. But Samira told me, don't tell him it's for her. So I was like, all right, fuck.
It was not his business, because he wasn't helping me.
Well, irregardless, I'm your friend, so I can't. All right, so I come down here, and it was some creepy motherfuckers in her circle. Family members and all. Yeah. As soon as they laid eyes on the devil for real, see, Frank, you ain't the devil for real, you a bitch. As soon as they laid eyes on the devil for real, oh, they was gone. They disappeared. And your great aunt Edna told us what happened. You don't know what all she said, you really know, because you called right when we was there. See, it's funny that you calling then and having all your family members, sisters and brother, everybody fucking with me and fucking with us, because you ain't man enough to fuck with me. You sick everybody in your family on me first. So what I'm going to say to you is this. When I got on the phone with you, your daughter was talking to you on the phone. Dad, I'm falling apart. My car broke down, this, that, and the third. You feel me? Now, I said, give me the phone, Samira. I said, all right, Mr. Frank, first of all, I'm down here with your daughter. So I ain't keep my word. My word was I'm gonna come and work for you. All right? So I'm holding myself accountable. Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm dying. Did I say that to that pussy ass nigga or not? That's the first thing I said. The second thing I said was, she's down here door dashing for a living and she's about to have a nervous breakdown. You feel me? You need to get her car fixed. That's exactly what I said to you, hoe ass nigga. I was gonna say the third thing, but you said, let me talk to my daughter.
And then I get on the phone.
Oh my God, you couldn't hear my voice no more. You couldn't take it.
I get on the phone and he started asking me about Tim.
And this is after, well, you could have talked to me, bitch. And this is after you sold her car to another nigga's husband that you was fucking his wife that you stole from your daughter. If you couldn't have did nothing, you could have got her goddamn car fixed, bitch. No, I got it fixed. And I paid for her trip to Africa too. And I invested in what you call a bad investment. Miss Darlene don't think she's a bad investment. She sure don't think she's a bad investment. Yeah, I bet you ain't getting no sleep. Get him, mama. Get him. And Anshay, I already told you, it's a slap competition between me and you. Feel me? We're gonna slap each other down, see who Miss Darlene's mama is. Because you was in Samira's life, boy. I can see little Frankie's punk ass, but you was in Samira's life. She was good to you, Anshay. And when she told you tell the truth, you muffled up because you want to protect your image because you don't want nobody to think you wasn't born gay. Trick no good, and then you're gonna run back to Lexington, Kentucky, while little Frankie's gonna take Big Frankie's spot and you're gonna take Shaquita's spot. I bet that shit don't happen now. You and Mike better stay together.
So yeah, man. You know, basically the same way they tried to ostracize my mom.
Hold on. Let me drop a little information on all y'all. This is for all y'all who think Anshay and Shaquita is the shit. Who did y'all use to help y'all get that grant for that rehab shit in Lexington? Who helped y'all? I'm gonna help you out. I did, bitch. I did. See, where you was stuck and you didn't have no help, I didn't have to fucking help you. I helped your punk ass anyway, and I helped you too, Shaquita. Trust me. I helped both of y'all get that motherfucking grant. I say, you gonna tell the whole truth. I'm gonna make them ask it. The lie detector, that's gonna be my sticker. I'm gonna put a sticker next, y'all gonna have a sucker sticker, and I'm gonna have a sticker on.
So basically, you know, the same way they tried to outcast my mom and make it seem like she was this fuck up and she was a bad investment, you know, it's the same thing they tried to do to me. You feel me? But
and put the snitch label on your mama too.
Yeah, and put the snitch label on her.
I didn't want to say that a long time ago because she do have Johnson's. She do have some people on her side of the family, man, that will have to pay with the rest of you buster ass bitches. You did, but I think them people don't give a fuck right through here. I think those people who really gonna rap for Samira don't even really give a fuck about what y'all gonna say or what's the consequences of them not standing up for Miss Darlene.
And my uncle loved my grandma. Trust me, which means he loved me too, for real. Y'all already know what time was.
And he
loved my mama too.
He didn't need you, nigga.
For
Darlene
real.
didn't need you. She had a grandmama who would have took
my mama
her
would have
business.
been straight.
Her grandmama would have took her business. And you knew that. See, once again, that leads me to believe if you went after Miss Darlene to get close to Uncle, then that meant you took your children to stay close to Uncle. You a hoe ass nigga. Don't think I don't see through you, boy. I seen through you. I just want you to smirk at me. See, everybody knows about the smirk. Everybody knows you do that little smirk, smile shit. That's your demon. You didn't do that shit when you was around me. You couldn't even hold your head up. But trust me, you smirk with me, I'm gonna fuck you up. Because I know the demon's present then. I ain't got nothing against Frank Hall. You a little butt touch boy. But when that demon kicks in, I'm gonna kick in. Step out your comfort zone, bitch. You ain't got no problem making everybody else uncomfortable. Step out your comfort zone. That's Miss Darlene talking, boy. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. And her son gonna come through that brick wall on that ass. I'm already doing it. I'm doing it right now. In and out, in and out, in and out, like you like it. Now throw some more magic spells over this motherfucker, boy. Throw some more magic. Yeah, I was gonna call women witches, but now the biggest bitches are the sorcerers. The ones who use drugs and motherfucking money, and that's alchemy.
Manipulation.
Manipulation, yeah, that's alchemy. See, women use intuition. That's why you can't really get over on a woman. She could do you all kind of ways you wouldn't even be aware of it. What she did was left your punk ass. That showed you had a good woman. Because everybody else done rolled in your car. Shaquita. You feel me? Dion. Are y'all married? Or did y'all just have a reception? I don't trust you. Show the wedding certificate. I got mine. She almost passed out in the parking lot. Well, hey, look, for real. And I ain't make her sign no prenup. Did you make Miss Dion sign a prenup? Miss Dion, you make you sign a prenup? Huh? So if you played your cards right, I could have died and you could have got what I got for her. Because you still had a spell on her. Trick no good. God help me win again. And boy, I went through a 20-year marriage, baby mama situation in Lexington. You wouldn't believe. So whatever me and Samira went through is not nowhere close to what I've been through. You see what I'm saying? But I stayed. You feel me now? I mean, that shows you how real I am, boy. I'm already in your head. I'm going to be in your heart. You feel me? And I'm going to have a couple niggas in your butthole in prison. You better do the right thing. Your time's running out. I put a clock on your son. He failed. So everybody know he's done. I ain't even want to do him. I wanted you. He just fell off in like a dummy. He just fell like a dummy, man. You know what I'm saying? Frank, you gotta be ashamed of yourself. You got children to take care of. You can change your shit around. If ain't nobody got no real dirty dirt on you and you ain't touched your own children, then you might have a chance. But you playing down for the get down, so I wouldn't send nobody to his mentor program. And everybody you've ever dealt with, Frank, selling drugs with under the streets, in the streets and shit, and you going to the fucking juvenile detention center to mentor. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Keep it 1,000. Keep it 1,000. And everybody fucking with him, no, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't, because you didn't care. Look who you fuck with. You can't fuck with a nigga that long and not smell it. Y'all was greedy. And y'all probably turned into it. That's why you such loyal ass bitches. But if I was you, I'd grow some balls, but nigga, I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. I don't know where that nigga's from. But I'm a motherfucking blood, Mississippi motherfucker to Kentucky to Chicago, nigga. I'm a blood-born motherfucking nigga from here. It ain't no Jamaican, African, no spell, witches, witchcraft. None of that shit's gonna work on me, boy. My blood runs from this motherfucker. As far as I'm concerned, you can get up off my shit. Especially the hill you on in Babyville, bitch. That's where my people's from. Oh yeah, you gonna move your ass up off that hill. You and your motherfucking other niggas' money. Find another motherfucking mountain to make a pretty motherfucking yard out of. So y'all can retire together. Yeah, I see straight through that shit. Keep disrespecting Miss Darlene. Quit fucking with my wife. You feel me? Y'all better put some honor. Go down there and put a tombstone on her shit. Same way her mama's is. Y'all better light that motherfucker up the same way. Yeah, nigga, I know your roots in Jamaica. Nigga, I told you. Y'all playing. Y'all playing with the wrong motherfucker, boy. Shit. All you had to do is come out here and fight me like a man. You didn't want to do that. Thought you could buy her back. Man, I'm saying, man, you know my ex-wife has fucked with everybody you probably sold drugs with. My ex-wife is notorious, boy. She got more balls than you. And nothing worse than a nigga that play like he good, but you dirty than a motherfucker, boy. The motherfuckers been letting you get away with this shit. So Lexington, Kentucky, I know some real niggas are. I ain't telling you do nothing to him. I'm saying don't fuck with him. Show your real motherfucking self, boy. Stand up for Lexington, nigga. Stand up for your people. You know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to every last one of y'all. You don't think it's another motherfucker out here that can fulfill your dreams? Huh? Then that shows me what you are. Keep on fucking with it. Now, that's how we'll play that. So you was disrespectful. So disrespect equals disrespect, bro. I ain't your daughter. You don't have me under no spell. And none of your sisters can put me under one.
It wasn't no spell. It was me trying to be you know what I'm saying? Me trying to be a good daughter, man. It says you're supposed to honor your father, and whatever however they took that, that's how they took
I
that.
didn't take it, he used it.
You know what I'm saying?
He used it. He let you stay down here with a rat jacket, right? He didn't even tell you. He's in on it. Ain't no way he should have told you.
But like I said, they're playing on my emotion shit. That shit is over. So if that's what you want to call a spell or whatever, you feel me?
Game over.
But God looked at me, obviously, as an honorable person.
And I did too. I married you.
Absolutely. 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 So we're not even gonna go there, you know. I'm not questioning on whose car I'm in or none of that. Dad, you sold my car to your fucking whore. So, you know, it is what it is. So I can't be in your car because you already showed me how you feel about me. And you said I wasn't your daughter. I ain't let that go because you don't treat me and you haven't treated me like I was your daughter. Let's get this understood. I'm not my mama. I'm not none of the bitches you fuck with. I'm not none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? What I was trying to be was a good daughter. That's it. That's all I knew how to be. That's what my mama taught me to be. You feel me? So however you took that, you know, however you plotted and schemed on that, that's on you. That's between you and God. You know what I'm saying?
And if you keep fucking around, it's going to be between me, you, and God.
And my husband. So it is what it is. But what y'all are going to do is put some respect on my mama's name. Period. Because like I said in a video a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't even be there where y'all at looking down on people. You know what I'm saying? With your black cars and your fancy houses and real estate and all that shit. If it weren't for Miss Darlene Hall. Yeah. And before she was a Hall, she was a Harris. And before that, she was a Johnson. You feel me? Don't play. So that's 365. Because my husband's name is Timothy Johnson.
Lamont Johnson. Lamont means mountain man, hoe ass nigga.
Well,
Lamont means bluegrass mountain man. That's what it means.
So I know I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Just go for that, bro.
And I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
And that's being a mother and a wife.
And the chance to heal. The chance to get the help that I asked you for, Frank and Shaquita. But y'all was too busy trying to make it seem like I'm just a bad investment. That y'all missed out on a blessing. Because for real, deep down inside, both of y'all know I'm the only one y'all can fucking trust. Probably the only one that ain't never fucking stole from you. See, I wasn't asking for too much. I was asking for what I earned. That's it.
You could have came up way short
and y'all
of
even
that.
played on that.
You could have came up way short of
Y'all
that.
played on that.
If you'd have just invested in the Africa trip. She gave you one last chance to motherfucking show that you really cared about her, bro. And that was way less than what you really actually owe her. And I did the math, and I'm going to have the math in civil trial, and they're going to agree with me. Trust me, they definitely gonna agree with you. You was way short of that. All you had to do was motherfucking show your daughter that you believed in her.
That's it.
That's it. That was you didn't. That way you didn't have to apologize with your bitch ass. You could have apologized that way.
But obviously,
no, hold on, baby. No, you said she was a bad investment, bitch. You told your daughter, after you told her she wasn't your daughter, after she gave you a chance to come to her graduation. Oh man, come on, bro. Come on.
And Shaquita, you treated me like one. You know what I'm saying? Like the only one of your children to ever help you really with the daycare. Who was that? Why you trying to say I ain't do nothing? You gonna have to prove that. Cause the last time I checked, I got my CDA. Last time I checked, I scored the highest so y'all can get the STARS program. That's on record. So why you keep trying to say, oh, you didn't do nothing, you didn't do nothing, you gonna have to prove that. Do you have your proof? Cause I got mine. Yeah, I know what I wasn't doing. I wasn't moving like y'all was moving. That was your real problem with me. Because I wasn't in on the plan. Well, you know, you can give credit to Miss Darlene Hall for that. Because you sure didn't give it to me. All you did was took out how you felt about Dad on me. You felt like he was supposed to be even more loyal. Why? Because he helped you get rid of his wife? How dare you? You fucking disrespectful ass bitch. How the fuck you gonna come to my grandma's house where my mama lay?
And you know what's really funny?
While my dad is still married to my mama.
Man, you know what's really funny? Shaquita was at Miss Darlene's funeral.
Dusty ass
and
bitch.
so was Alonzo Johnson.
They both was there.
He was a fucking pallbearer. Harris family. Harris family. Alonzo Johnson was a pallbearer at your sister's funeral. So miss me with any threats. Hey man, y'all let that nigga disrespect y'all to the utmost. He sexually abused y'all family member and then had the nerve to carry their mama's casket.
And Shaquita was there to make sure the job was done.
And y'all dare say to me, or to my wife, that we should apologize to you hoe ass niggas? Hell no. My last name's Johnson, but I must look like Alonzo or something. Woo wee! Cause I could never let nobody do me like that. Ever. And y'all used the excuse that Miss Darlene was telling on y'all whole asses to let her grave be covered over all disrespectful like that. So trust and believe. Whoever knows the truth, you better start telling.
My mama was a fucking hero in this story.
Y'all painted her here, labeled her. Honestly, that's why I'm mad too, because you second that shit. You was part of the reason why she was smoking. Truth be told, your psychotic ass. She wanted you to be a young boy. You wanted to be a young girl.
And bro,
you know what I'm saying? That was by your daddy's design. Because we see now, everybody sees now.
Yeah.
That was by your daddy's design.
Yeah.
Your mama had to fight that fucking demon, nigga. Along with the rest of the Halls, nigga. And the Harrises, nigga. And still was there for you, jumping out of motherfucking project buildings, a dirty motherfucking flood water. Something's wrong with you, boy. I would have did it with you, though. I'd have did it with you, G. Yeah.
Yeah, but if the Alonzo didn't do nothing to you, or if you can't have my back,
you would be a man.
Then why'd you kill that rabbit?
Yeah,
That Alonzo bought for mommy.
Tell that.
Why'd you kill that rabbit, bro?
Yeah.
Why you sacrifice that rabbit like that?
Tell
I
it,
know
bro.
why.
Tell it, bro.
Because Lonzo was sodomizing you. And you hated that nigga. So when he bought that gift for mommy, that rabbit, you killed it.
And you made her help you do it.
Who kills a rabbit?
You made her help you do it.
And
you said, come on, sis.
4 years old.
You said, come on, sis. You pick one leg up, I pick the other legs up.
We had the rabbit like this. You know what I'm saying?
And then you throw it into a wall.
And then he took the rabbit and just snatched it out of my hand and threw it into the wall
Yeah.
and killed the rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, that part.
What was that about, bro?
And is that why you went therapy down? See, I say you dirty, man. Cause see, for real, you been getting therapy, and you ain't. Even if you wasn't gonna be in your sister's life, you should have told her, sis, go get therapy. But see, here's the thing. Y'all all afraid that if she ever got her mind right and wasn't around y'all with that bullshit y'all was on, she got some clarity, made it, went back to Tallahassee and was bigger than you, Frank. The front she was on, you be on any motherfucking way. People would respected her more than you. Trust me, and they wanted to. So they told the truth. Everybody would have told the truth. But see, you kept control over them motherfucking people. You know what I'm saying? It kept her away from Tallahassee. It's too easy to see that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to convince nobody. It's too easy. It's too easy.
So once again, y'all living off blood money. And I know y'all might not care, Ashanti. You know what I'm saying? But just be human for 1 minute, for 1 moment, and think about it. I don't want your money. I don't want none of that.
Well,
the only thing I ever wanted from you, Ashanti, is for you to think for yourself.
But get her though.
You know what I'm saying? You try to, you came over here. You feel me?
Get her.
I didn't ask you to come over here. You came all the way to South Florida, supposedly, to come see Amira, to be an auntie, or what have you, telling me all this shit about, yeah, you went therapy and your therapist wanted to know from me, like, how I felt about you, how I felt your character was.
And
you
she
know what
told
I'm saying?
you the truth.
And I told you the truth.
And she told you the truth.
But here's the thing, though. After you left, now you with your mama, and y'all talking. Now I'm this wild card. With me and you was talking about going to Africa together and everything. You feel me? But for real, now that I look back at it, you was just trying to see where my head was. See, she sent you down here on a dummy mission to see where I was.
And the reason why we know you wasn't genuine, because you didn't bring the nigga you was with you.
But you scared of me.
But you scared of her.
But you got a whole nigga with you.
Down here.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know who
we don't know who he is.
And we talking about relationship, getting married, all this type of stuff. Why wouldn't you bring him in the house?
And I asked you specifically why you didn't invite that man to my home. Didn't.
But I'm dangerous. So who's dangerous? Somebody that ain't never went through nothing, that's been spoon-fed all their life, that's fighting for to stay in that same position and living that same life.
And are you getting therapy? Shit, I think you lying too. I think you just told her that because you know she was. So you was playing on that. See how y'all use the same techniques and strategies? It makes it too easy. Y'all like robots. Y'all like AI. Y'all can't help operate that way. And the hit back part. See, I like that old shit. You hit me back, I'm gonna stop you from hitting me. Oh, trust and believe that. I'm gonna stop you from hitting me. I'm gonna definitely be able to walk wherever I want to walk without fear of man or what he can do to me.
So, you know, when I got married and everybody had a problem, especially Dad, for real, I didn't understand why. In fact, I didn't think nobody would even care that I got married. For what? I'm all the way in South Florida with no car. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't give a fuck about that, so why the fuck would y'all care about me getting married?
What's the problem? Shaquita, with your funky ass.
What's the problem? Oh, Shaquita, but I ain't do nothing, but you called me to come back to help you start Tracy's place.
Oh,
why would you want somebody?
Place.
Why would you want somebody that ain't did nothing to come back and help you with something?
Oh, the grant I helped y'all with. Even though y'all was disrespectful, but I still helped you with the grant. That's important. That's critical. A grant means like 100,000, maybe potentially millions of dollars. You're welcome, bitch.
And that's the least you can do for. And that's the least you can do for Tracy.
So that's what we really gonna do, Tracy.
Because you've been jealous of her all your fucking life.
And Miss Tracy got something to say too. Oh, she gonna speak next. Y'all like to get insurance policies on people. Ooh, wait. And God told me to tell y'all that to begin with. He said, keep your will, keep your inheritance, keep your insurance policy. We don't want none of that shit. That came out of my mouth more than 3 or 4 times now. That 5th, 6th time. Hey man, ain't no charms in this bitch. Except for you. Now I ain't getting no pleasure out of this real for real. This is your ex-wife fucking you all the way up. Because she don't want your daughter to do it. Because she don't want to turn your daughter into you. Now, if she's your daughter, you got some things to make up for, bro. For real. And if she's not, then be a man. Take the DNA test.
And if I'm not, then why'd you sign the fucking birth certificate? See, my mom was so real. She did what she did and she told your ass. I know my mama. So she gave you a choice. And you signed that birth certificate anyway. So it don't even fucking matter whether you my dad or whether you not. You signed the birth certificate. And you already know how it goes.
Then you gonna pay both ways. You gonna pay as the nigga that signed the birth certificate, and then when we find out you ain't a dad, we gonna get your ass up a criminal charge.
So you better hope to fucking God you my dad. Shit, I'm kind of hoping I'm not your daughter. You don't want to be my fucking daddy. I don't want to be your daughter. Period. See, that's why I don't want to really talk. That's why I exercise the right to remain silent, because I can talk real fucking ignorant, and I don't want to. Because I tried to honor my father and my mother.
You definitely honored your mother by telling the truth.
I'm talking about one that was placed in my life.
She ain't your mom.
I know.
That was Frank's business partner.
But she could have been one. She could have been a real mother.
Yeah, you told her the truth. When your daddy was doing her dirty, you told her the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how fucking loyal.
Her track record.
That's how loyal I was to Shaquita.
Her track record speaks for herself.
You feel me?
Man,
my dad had got out of prison and he was fucking around.
Involved in your fuckery.
You know what I'm saying? And I told Shaquita that he was fucking around.
You got your children. She's 8, 9 years old. She ain't got no business.
And he gonna tell me.
She ain't got no business either.
I'm gonna be the reason why they break up and all this and that. I told Shaquita, leave that nigga, and we could, you know what I'm saying, be a family. Fuck him.
Yeah, but she didn't take that offer, did she?
Nah, she didn't. She said she wished she would have.
But she didn't take that offer though.
But she did.
She didn't take that offer. I told you she was playing with you like she cared.
But see, I really cared. So if that's what the spell was, that's what it was. I really fucking cared.
And Miss Darlene really cared. Miss Darlene really cared. Because I don't care what y'all say about her. Whatever she was doing, she never lost custody of Anshay and Samira until she passed away. She was right there. That tells me everything. That tells me everything. And you turned your back on her. That's the only thing I'm looking at. So don't fix your mouth and say nothing about me, boy. Don't fix your motherfucking face and smile, smirk. I know I'm hurting your feelings, boy, but you better hold your motherfucking composure, bitch.
So anyways, my children's nap time is almost up. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to come on here and
break this motherfucking curse completely.
And also let you guys know what type of mom I really had.
Miss Darlene.
You feel me? So I don't have nothing else to say. Lady, you got something else to say?
Creator of the universe, I want to thank you for everybody, even the people who spitefully, who willfully come against it. I ask that you show them mercy and grace, the way that you know how. So you said if I hold on to it, you ain't gonna execute the way you know how. So I let that go. I'm gonna keep it real. Salat.
Salat. All right, y'all have a good day, man. You know, love the ones that love you. You feel me?
That's your family.
That's all I can say. And blood ain't always thicker than water, for real. All right, protect your children, and remember, optimal health as well. I'm out.